welcome. We have Manish Bansal with us, who cleared his NET exam in December 2014. Welcome, Manish. How was the experience of clearing the NET exam?
Well, Garima, clearing the NET exam was a cakewalk for me. I felt that with the human peritus material and the lucid material and the questions that I prepared, it it made it look very easy. The paper one was as it is since I have my I've done engineering, so it was very easy for me. But the management subject, I was a bit scared since I was coming back to studies after a long time. So I was a bit concerned about whether I'll be able to revise, because it was a long time since I had studied. So, but human peritus material made it really easy for me to prepare. And I just focused fully on the human peritus material only. I had purchased one or two more books, but I didn't really take a look at them. Human peritus material was sufficient.
So, as you just told that you had an engineering background and then you decided to do MBA. And if I'm not wrong, you did your MBA from United States from Purdue University. What brought you back to the country and into academics?
Well, actually, I was planning to stay back in the US only. That was the initial plan. But as the life unfolds, I got in touch with a career counselor and took a few psychometric tests and got to know that my real inclination was in the subject of psychology, and I was good at understanding human behavior, and I was passionate to work in the field of education. So those insights when I got, they really opened my eyes, and I thought that it's better to work on something which is of my interest rather than following the stereotypes. I was getting a very good salary in US, but I wasn't very fully satisfied. That was the reason why I went to the career counselor at the first place. And then I decided that I should come back to India because that's where my heart also lied, and I felt that it was easier for me to switch streams, etc. in my home country rather than trying to do all that in United States.
Makes sense. And I think you've given a very important point for other people that if you are not feeling that you're in the right job, you can go to a career counselor and find out your true calling as you did.
Right.
Also, I would like to ask you that as you said that you completed your MBA in 2008 and you gave your exam in 2014. Does it matter if there is a lot of gap, or do you think there's no difference of a fresh MBA pass out or someone who has done it a long time back?
Well, I think it really matters. If you are planning to get into education sector and planning to get into teaching in particular, it is better if you give NET immediately or after 1 or 2 years of passing out, because the concepts are fresh. You will not have to study as much. When you go back to studies after 5-6 years like I did, it's almost like you have to study from scratch again, right? So at that time, you feel that you know all that, but you have to again study it, and that makes it a bit frustrating at times. But I must appreciate human peritus material. It has taken the pain out of studies. I as I told you earlier, I gave 2 attempts. And in my first attempt, I couldn't clear it because I didn't have the knowledge of that. You can get such a good material which will make the preparation very easy.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your experience on that. My next question is about the strategy of your preparation. Like, it's a vast syllabus for management subject. So how do you divide your time between aptitude and subjects, and also among the 10 subjects that are there in management subject?
Well, I think first thing I did was to identify my strengths. So I realized that paper one is my strength, so I won't have to study it, but I still have to practice it. So I identified my strength. Paper 1 was my strength. Then in paper 2 also, some subjects I was, having good knowledge, like economics and finance, while some others like marketing, operations, I wasn't that good. So I thought that in the initial portion, I should focus on studying. I should focus on studying, and then I'll focus on practicing. So initially, I focused on completing the subjects which I was not very good at, and later on, I focused more on practicing. But the important thing is, I also practiced on things which I was good at. So one thing which students miss out is that they think that the things that they are good at, they don't have to practice, right? But you still have to, right? So I didn't leave out studying for the last phase. Like in the last 1 month, I didn't have to study anything new. So the new concepts I completed first, because in the last phase I don't recommend studying anything new, because then you will be feeling whether you will be able to do it or not. You are not confident. Sometimes that hampers with the portions which you are good at also. So I think that you should take adequate time, like 2-3 months is sufficient according to me. 2-3 months is sufficient. Identify your strengths and weaknesses, and first of all go through all the syllabus, right, as soon as possible, and then start practicing it. The more you practice it, the more you will come to know that the portions which you have become good at and the portions which you still need to work on, right? So with every test you get better at it, and by the time the net arrives, it becomes very easy for you.
All right, Manish. I think that was very helpful. So before I conclude the interview, if you had to advise the students who are giving the exam to avoid one mistake that you think they should avoid, what would that be?
Well, I think one mistake which students do is they feel that they have to study the whole syllabus. They give each subject, each portion equal time. They try to give that. I think this is a mistake. As I told you, that you must identify your strong areas and weak areas, and give more time initially to the weak areas and less time to the strong areas. Later on, you must practice equally, right? So that is one mistake which I feel a lot of students do. And secondly, you must give mock tests. So if and mock test you must start giving from a very early stage, not like in the last 5-10 days only. From a very early stage, that will help you understand what are the areas you actually need to work on.
Very well said, I think. So Manish, thank you for taking out time and sharing your experience with us. You have shared some very valuable tips that will help the students who are going to sit for the exam in the coming months. Thank you for taking out time.
Thanks, Garima. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to share advice with the youngsters. I hope it helps all the youngsters, and my best wishes to all of you. You are in good hands with Human Peritus as it is.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you for talking.